My daughter found out I'm the affair partner. Dad, do Tim's kids know about you? 2 weeks ago, I was sharing a story with my daughter that Tim told me about his daughter, and I accidentally mentioned his wife. I've never met his wife, Marilyn, but I've known of her existence for some time. Tim and I met a year ago via a casual hookup app. It was never meant to be more than just casual sex, but we found love in an irredeemable place. Soon we were sharing stories about our families. He is married with 3 teenage children, and I'm divorced single with 1 preteen daughter. As a single person, I could talk openly about Tim, and I could answer or evade questions with ease. At around 9 months of dating, my daughter asked me if I was dating anyone. My ex-wife had recently celebrated 2 years with her partner, so I imagine it was on my daughter's mind. I said yes and mentioned Tim's name to her for the first time. Eventually she asked about his family, and I shared the information about the kids. Tim has never met my daughter, and we never planned for them to meet. That was never the intention, ever. But my daughter did know of his existence and would occasionally ask questions about him. I never mentioned to anyone that he had a wife. That is, until 2 weeks ago. I was recounting a story Tim told me about his 14-year-old daughter as a way to relate to a growing phase my daughter was experiencing. I forgot that the Marilyn played a key role in one part of the story, and without thinking mentioned her. Specifically, and said, and then Tim looked at his wife, and then I stopped stone cold in my story and quite obviously and clumsily changed topic. I just pretended and tried to convince myself that my daughter wouldn't remember that awkward exchange. Then today happened. When I'm with my daughter, she likes to put makeup on me. I let her. So she was putting makeup on me and asked, "Dad, do Tim's kids know about you?" After some hesitation, no, they don't. Is that because he has a wife? Mostly yes. That's the biggest reason why they don't know about me. So he's cheating on his wife with you. These things are complicated, and I don't want to burden you with adult matters, so how about we change the topic for now, and if you have questions in the future we can talk more about this. Okay, deal. I never want to lie to my child, but I also don't want to burden her too late. I know that I basically just bought myself a little time to think of how I can speak to this in an age-appropriate manner. I think the only responsible thing I can do is to break up with Tim. I know that being the affair partner is a despicable place to be in, but I love him, and I feel loved by him. It is so difficult to walk away from. But he and I were never going to be legit. We were always meant to say goodbye. I need to remember that. I think for the sake of my daughter, I have to end things, so why am I crying?